Hello students, and welcome back to Standard 9th Mathematics Digital class. Today we will solve practice set 2.2 of chapter 2 parallel lines. So let's see the first question. The first question is, in the given figure, angle Y equals to 108 degree and angle X equals to 71 degree. So the question is, are the lines M and N parallel? And then we have to justify. Okay. So here M and N lines are given. There is a transversal L. Angle X and angle Y are given. Right. And we have to prove whether line M and line N are parallel to each other. Okay. So let's start with the proof. Here angle Y equals to 108 degree. It is given. So let this be equation number 1. Similarly, angle X is equal to 71 degree. So let this be equation number 2. Okay. Now adding equation 1 and 2. 1 and 2. What we will get? So adding equation 1 and 2. So angle Y and angle X. So we will add them. Angle Y plus angle X equals to, and we will add the right hand sides of the equation. That is 108 degree plus 71 degree. Okay. Now this is equal to 179 degree. Okay. So therefore angle Y plus angle X equals to 179 degree. Now here angle X and angle Y forms a pair of interior angles, right? Now since these two angles, that is angle X and angle Y, are not supplementary. Why they are not supplementary? Because the sum of these two angles is not 180 degree. So therefore line M is not parallel to line N. So let's write down the reason here. Angle X and angle Y forms a pair of interior angles since they are not supplementary. Therefore, line M is not parallel to line N. Okay. Let's solve question number 2. In the given figure, if angle A is congruent to angle B, then prove that line L is parallel to line M. Now consider this angle C. So consider angle C as shown in figure. Now angle A is congruent to angle B. This is given. So let's write angle A congruent to angle B by given. And let this be equation number 1. And in reason we'll write given. Okay. Now angle A is congruent with angle C because they are vertically opposite angle. So we'll write that angle A congruent to angle C. Let this be equation number 2, and in reason vertically opposite angle. So that's the reason. Okay. Now from 1 and 2 we can say angle B is congruent with angle C. So let's write that. Angle B is congruent with angle C. We can write here from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. Okay. Now angle B and angle C are corresponding angles, and we know if a pair of corresponding angles formed by a transversal is congruent, then line L is parallel to line M. Therefore, line L is parallel to line M. What is the reason? By corresponding angles test. Okay. Let's solve question number 4. In the following figure, if ray BA parallel to ray DE, angle C equals to 50 degree and angle D equals to 100 degree, then find the measure of angle ABC, that is angle ABC, this angle. Okay. Now first of all we have to construct a line through point C and parallel to AB. Okay, so here CF is parallel to AB. So let's write that. Construction through point C draw a line parallel to line AB. So let's start with the solution. Now here line AB is parallel to line CF. We have constructed CF parallel to AB. So write here line AB is parallel to line CF. So what is the reason? Construction and let this be equation number 1. Okay. Now line AB is parallel to line DE. This is given. Reason is given. Let this be equation number 2. Now here you can see line AB is parallel to line CF. Also line AB is parallel to line DE, and therefore line CF is parallel to line DE. Therefore line CF is parallel to line DE. Here you can write from 1 and 2. Okay. Now we have proved that line CF is parallel to line DE, and here DC is a transversal. Okay. So on transversal DC, okay, now angle EDC and angle DCF, these two angles are interior angles, right? And we know interior angles are supplementary. So let's write angle EDC DC plus angle DCF equals to 180 degree. You can write here interior angle theorem. Okay. Now let's substitute the value of angle EDC, which is 100 degree. So let's substitute 100 degree plus angle DCF equals to 180 degree. So therefore angle DCF equals to 180 degree minus 100 degree, which is equal to angle DCF equals to 80 degree. So we have got the value of angle DCF, this angle as 80 degree. Okay. Now angle BCF, that means this angle, angle BCF. Now angle BCF, that means this angle. Okay. So this angle can be written as angle BCD plus angle DCF by angle addition property. So let's write that. Angle BCF equals to angle BCD plus angle DCF. Reason? Angle addition property. Now we know angle BCD. Angle BCD is 50 degree and angle DCF is 80 degree. Okay, so let's substitute the values. BCD equals to 50 degree plus DCF equals to 80 degree. So this is equal to 130 degree. Okay. Now line AB is parallel to line CF by construction and on transversal BC. Okay. AB parallel to CF and this BC as transversal. So now angle ABC, okay, that means this angle is congruent with angle BCF. What kind of angles are these two? These two are alternate angles and we know alternate angles are congruent. Okay, so let's write that. Line AB parallel to line CF, then on transversal BC, angle ABC is congruent with angle BCF, that is angle ABC, their measures. Angle ABC, measure of angle ABC is equal to measure of angle BCF, right? What is the reason here? Alternate angles theorem. Okay. Now we know angle BCF equals to 130 degree. Okay. Here angle BCF we already found and its value is 130 degree. Okay. Therefore angle ABC is equal to 130 degree. Okay, hence we got the value of angle ABC. Hope students you have understood all the three sums. Write down all the sums in your notebook. Try the remaining sums. Thank you.